Hey, what's up everybody? For those of you who are new to this channel, I try to talk in depth about space transportation, especially all the ways that regular people like me might be able to go into space someday. One of those ways is on SpaceX's Dragon capsule, and my question today is, has a part of their Dragon program been canceled? Welcome to EpicFutureSpace for June 29th, 2016. Yes, I love that new intro. My good friend CobaltWolf made that for me, and I'll have more information for that in the doobly-doo down below. So anyway, let's try to get to the bottom of this whole Dragon capsule question. So Garrett Reisman, who is SpaceX's Director of Crew Operations, he said at the Space Tech Expo 2016 that the vehicle used in the tethered phase of the DragonFly program has been retired, hopefully not due to a rapid unplanned disassembly. And I don't know how many tests they were able to complete with that vehicle other than the one video that they showed us that was a test from back in November. Maybe for some reason they couldn't use this Dragonfly vehicle in the next phase of testing, which would have seen the Dragonfly be dropped from a helicopter and they would have tried their propulsive assist landing, which would have used the Super Draco thrusters and 3 parachutes to safely land. SpaceX does not have the permits yet from the FAA in order to do that next phase of testing, and I don't know when they will have them or if they will still try to do the next phase of testing with a new test vehicle. I certainly hope they do. But I mean, unless SpaceX has some sort of secret plan to use Super Draco thrusters on operational Cargo Dragon missions to realize the goals of the Dragonfly program, kind of similar to the same way that the goals of the Grasshopper program, landing the first stage of the Falcon 9 rocket, those goals were realized on operational Falcon 9 missions, delivering payloads into space. So maybe that's the way that they intend to fulfill the goals of the Dragonfly program, which of course is making it so that the Dragon capsule can not only land safely on using its own propulsion here on Earth, but in order to do their whole Red Dragon mission to safely land on Mars using the Super Draco thrusters. So unless that is their plan, I guess that the Dragonfly program is on hold, or at least no more tests will happen until a new test vehicle is built. Rest in peace, Dragonfly. Now, we did get one additional photo of a Dragonfly test that I think was not from the test in November of 2015, but SpaceX didn't provide any info as to when that test took place, but there you go. Now, regarding the Dragon capsule and the Commercial Crew Program, there's only one more milestone left in the CC-ICAP contract, which is the Commercial Crew Integrated Capability contract, one of the developmental phases of the Commercial Crew Program. That last milestone is their in-flight abort test, which at this point is already a year behind schedule. Up until this point, it was assumed that the Dragon capsule that would be used for this in-flight abort test would be launching on a Falcon variant that only has 3 Merlin engines. This Falcon variant comes from the Grasshopper program, or rather the successor to the Grasshopper program. SpaceX was using the Falcon 9R Dev 1 vehicle to test the whole landing of the first stage of the Falcon 9, but that vehicle exploded, so they built the Dev 2 vehicle to replace it, but never flew it, and they decided to use it for this in-flight abort test. But the update regarding this in-flight abort test also comes from Garrett Reisman, who said that they will no longer be using that Falcon variant and instead be using a standard Falcon 9 with 9 engines, although just the first stage. It would not have a second stage, so just the first stage of the Falcon 9 and the Dragon capsule that they would use for this in-flight abort test, and see if they can safely abort a flight with the Super Draco thrusters at maximum dynamic pressure. Still no official word has been given as to when the in-flight abort test will be, but some new information has come to light. It seems that the Dragon V2, the Crew Dragon, will do an uncrewed demo flight to the International Space Station next year, and then later at the end of next year they'll have the first crewed flight of the upgraded Dragon capsule to the International Space Station, and that will have NASA astronauts on board. In between those two demo flights will be the in-flight abort test, and hopefully everything goes well with it, of course, but I also hope that SpaceX can get some sort of use out of that Falcon variant, the one with only 3 engines. I'm not sure what, but there's got to be something they can use it for. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Michael Clark. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Please let me know what you think about these SpaceX updates. Do you think that SpaceX will be able to realize the goals of the DragonFly program either on operational missions, or would they simply build a new test vehicle to continue with the plan? Also, what do you think about that Falcon 9 variant, the one with only 3 engines? What do you think that SpaceX could use that for? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, I'm now on Patreon, and there's a bunch of things that I would like to do with this channel, mainly being able to go to space conferences and collect some great interviews and demonstrations. But I also want to bring in more people and produce even more content and just spread more excitement about space. So if you would like to help out this show, please visit patreon.com/EpicFutureSpace. Every single penny helps, and I would like to give a huge thank you to all of my bronze patrons who are contributing $1 or more every month. Thank you to Tim Dorsmagan and Paul Mallet. But also thank you to my new silver patrons, Ocean McIntyre, Clifford Trotter, and Steve M, who are contributing $2.50 or more every month. And a very big thank you to Captain James Harkness, my first gold patron, contributing $5 or more every month. So thank you guys so much for your support. I am so grateful and so amazed at your generosity. I can't even really put it into words. I know that this is just starting out, but I know that this will lead to some really cool things, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. Anyway, I keep promising to talk about space habitats and NASA's Next Step program. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about Bigelow Aerospace's beam module, what that means to their future, and all these other future space stations and space habitats that are coming out. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you're a follower of Tomorrow, we came out with a SuperPod today, which is a collaboration between myself, Lisa Stojanovsky, and Jared Head, where we're issuing a challenge to our community. So definitely check that out. But thanks again for watching this video, and until the next time I see you guys, keep moving onwards and upwards, and don't forget, ad astra, to the stars.